Welcome to episode 30 of Fire Sale Franchise. That's a whole bunch of episodes right there. And we're currently in week 5 of the 2018 season, a 4-0 record, really just running away with it at the moment. And we've also got 4 contracts to negotiate. Let's see if one of those is Trey Flowers giving us one last chance to get on his good side, and it's not. He's gone. He's going. Bye-bye. So we do have another shot at these two though, and Jarvis Harrison, who we're just going to let go, but David Onyemata, who's been incredible this year. So let's get him some more money. We're going to give up 3.2 there and take this up to 1. Whoa, that's a bit much. We're looking to pay that much. The numbers got away from me there, Brandon. Calm down. But heck, why not that actually? 4.29, that seems the kind of money you should be earning, 15 million. And there you go. To be honest, probably overpaid him there, but like I said, with $100 million in cap space, we didn't have to worry about overpaying people at this point. 3.81 million, let's shove that up to 4, and maybe that'll make him happy. But hopefully that's just a couple of, there we go, maybe just those players happen to all be ones who aren't as easy to predict. As someone said in the comments, sometimes they're not predictable. I'm not going to bother, worrying about using XP and stuff on that stuff. I'll just pay him more. And that's it, done for contract negotiations. We're going to leave Jarvis Harrison and Thomas Morstead. I mean, we could even leave that as late to free agency. Sometimes you just leave it, see if it's worth re-signing him or not. Obviously, I'll mention it now for no reason whatsoever, but next free agency is completely open. Now, of course, I'm going to be making decisions that fit the model of this franchise, but no, we can now actually use free agency after this season. So that's just a little side note there, completely irrelevant to this episode, completely irrelevant for another 6-7 episodes, but still, as I mentioned free agency, I might as well mention it now, but all that's left to do right now, apart from look at the Bengals roster, is to play the Bengals. And we've got to look out for the Bengals there with Zach Zenner, the living legend, on their roster. Their fullback is a rookie Tyron Fryer. Their receivers, Dorial Green-Beckham, they've got on the team now, and Mohamed Sanu came home. Tyler Croft is their starting tight end. Tyler Eifert's still on the team, but he's currently injured, and that saves us having to face a 96 rated player. Their left end is a rookie called Darrell Stubblefield. If I would have seen that name, I would have drafted him. Their right end is a second-year player, Eric Benedict, an 81 overall, not bad. And their defensive tackles are Geno Atkins and our player Sheldon Rankins. I think we traded him to them. Left outside linebacker Bruce Irvin. Middle linebackers only Sean Spence, so no Ray Mauluga. Cornerback's not looking too worrying there with Philip Gaines, their best corner, Josh Shaw. Their third string cornerback is a 66 overall. They've got one injured corner, but that's it. If we put 4 receivers on the field, one of them's drawing a free safety. Oh, and there is also something I forgot to mention. Get ready for the hype. This is the Super Bowl rematch. The Bengals beat the Saints in the Super Bowl last season, but let's see if these new look Saints with some new players making plays on defense like Stuckey the rookie and friends can be the difference in this rematch. The Bengals have lost some players, they've gained some players, but this is about revenge. Was that hyped enough? I did kind of forget that's the team we played in the Super Bowl. Anyway, we know what we can take advantage of here now. They've got pretty much a cornerback crisis here with only 3 corners on the team. I mean, it wasn't really a good idea to just have 4 cornerbacks on the team, but we can look to take advantage of that, play a lot of 4 receiver sets. It's obviously going to test our rookie quarterback a little bit there, Sitton, because he's going to have to do a lot of passing in that situation. And also Ray Mauluga, the guy who probably should have been the Super Bowl MVP, who was a thorn in our side in that game, no longer on that team. So who knows how this one will turn out. So Bengals Saints, the last time we played this team, it was a neutral location. This time we host them at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. And this is our first play of the game, a pass out to Tajay Sharp, and he turns upfield with it, takes it all the way inside the 30, just to the 25-yard line. The Bengals with their first possession did nothing. We do that with ours, and then Cowan finds some space there inside to the 13. And then on 3rd and 4 on the 8-yard line, Sitton finds Coleman there on the slant. He goes inside, got free from his guy, and he gets the touchdown. So we start the game 7-0. Or rather, it would be 7-0, except for that extra point was blocked. So many blocked points this year. And so we have to kick the ball back to them. They didn't block that kick though, so at least we have that going for us. And now the Bengals look to return it, but then Flacco, the rookie, comes in, forces the fumble. The Bengals do recover it, but it was still a very nice play there on special teams. So 3rd and 18, and Andy Dalton's looking around forever, and the pass is dropped. It probably wouldn't have got the first down anyway, and now Cowan to the outside gets tackled for a loss there. He wasn't able to square his shoulders up, and then he's a little bit vulnerable there. Now Andy Dalton looking to pass again, and gets sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. And that's the rookie Vance, converted from a defensive end to a defensive tackle, and it's looking like a good move right now. So we have the ball again, and at 1st and 10, a 15-yard gain by Sugars for the first down. And on 3rd and 4, DJ Foster picks up the first down thanks to time travel, but then fumbles the ball when he gets hit, and the ball is turned over, so the Bengals get it, and they run it with Bernard there on 2nd and 6, and he's going absolutely nowhere. Run defense is strong. 3rd and 7 though, Andy Dalton given plenty of time to look around, finds AJ Green wide open in the middle of the field there, gets the first down, and now on 3rd and 13 again, so we've got him in 2 third and long situations here, throws it out there, that was just an easy completion to Sanu, nobody covering him there, and 3rd and 4 now on the 4-yard line, and Andy Dalton is sacked by Sherrills, the rookie outside linebacker there. Great play from him, he's been making a couple of good plays this season already, and Sitton finds Tajay Sharp again here, and again he picks up a whole bunch of yards there, takes it to the 16-yard line this time, and then 2nd and 8, Cowan bruising his way for yards there, just knocking guys on their back repeatedly. On 3rd and 4, Sitton gets hit and fumbles the ball. The Bengals recover it. Luckily, we managed to stop them. Vontae's perfect with the fumble recovery, but again, another turnover for the Bengals. And on 2nd and 3, Dalton is sacked by Trey Flowers, so we're stopping the offense doing anything, even if the defense is getting the turnovers. On a 3rd and 10, we don't stop them doing anything there. Giovanni Bernard there picks up the first down and some, and that leads to this 3rd and 10 with 46 seconds left. Andy Dalton looking to pass, throws one short, but somehow he makes 2 guys miss, makes a 3rd guy miss, or rather have a bad tackle, and they get the first down. So 1st and 10, 38 seconds left. Pass out there to Tyler Croft, missed tackle, and the other tackles come too late. He goes into the end zone, and the Bengals are leading just before halftime. We've got 19 seconds. Can Sitton do something? And he finds Malcolm Mitchell there. Malcolm Mitchell manages to get out of bounds away from those guys, so we stop the clock with 14 seconds left. Now 4 seconds after a couple of bad plays. No seconds left, and he gets hit as he throws it, and nothing comes of it, so we go into the half down 10-8. We do, however, start with the ball, and a little completion there to Tajay Sharp, which he turns into a first down, is going to get us on our way to maybe getting ahead to start this game. And then Cowan finds a whole bunch of space to the left there and gets tackled just as he gets the first down. You don't see him go down that easily usually, but Sitting now on 2nd and 11, sets up a screen there to DJ Foster. Good blocks in front, makes a guy miss, and now he's just got to beat these guys for speed, which he does, and he's going to go into the end zone, dances into the end zone. Gets tackled there at the end, but it's a touchdown. Just an excellent play there. He had the blocks, but he also had the moves, and he turns it into 6 points for us, and it puts us up 15-10 now. So Bengals back on the ball, back to the running game, and this time Giovanni Bernard manages to find a big hole up there. Jameson Nicholson finally catches him, but that's about the biggest run we've seen all day from them, and Gio Bernard reaping the benefits of that one, and now on a screen play, picks up a first down there from 3rd and 6, and now 3rd and 8. Andy Dalton back to pass, has got the time to look around, throws one, and that's wide open. AJ Green wide open in the end zone. How is AJ Green ever wide open in the end zone? And they go for 2, and haven't you heard, you don't go for 2 on the Saints. It just doesn't work. So on 1st and 10, an outside run to Cowan, and he finds a whole bunch of space, makes a couple of guys miss a little bit, again, bounces off the first tackle. First tackle never tends to be the last tackle with him, and now Sitting on 3rd and 2 decides to go for those 2 yards and picks up an extra 4 on top of that as well. So a nice play there. Quick recognition of that he had room to go, and Cowan has room to go there and picks up the first down on 1st and 10. And after 2 consecutive holds, we find ourselves on 1st and 13. Sitton gets hit, sacked, another fumble. That's 2 fumbles today. Luckily, we didn't lose that one. Now 2nd and 33 here, and he gets sacked again, and that really makes the situation a lot worse. 3rd and 44. Surely he's not going to find anything here. Launches one up for Brandon Coleman, who beats his guy and comes down with the catch. Somehow does it. 3rd and 44, and Brandon Coleman gets the first down. Next play, 1st and 10, a quick completion there to Tajay Sharp, who takes it down to the 4-yard line. And then on 2nd and 2, we run it with Cowan there, who gets a yard shy of the first down. We tried to go for it on 3rd and 1 with the run as well, didn't get it. 4th and 3, we had to kick a field goal, so we're up 18-16 now. And Andy Dalton is finding it pretty easy to complete passes to AJ Green, although I think I'd find it pretty easy if he's being covered by a middle linebacker. That was a bit of a mismatch there. And then Andy Dalton is able to find his receiver again there. Jameson Nicholson finally making the tackle at the 31-yard line, but he's kind of cutting us up right now, but not with the run game. Still strong against that. David Onyemata with a tackle for a loss there. And then again, they try with Zach Zenner. And again, David Onyemata there for the tackle. On 3rd and 1, we throw a pass out to Moreland, which he gets for the first down, but we're down 19-18 because the Bengals did kick a field goal. But this is going to help here. What a beautifully thrown ball, just lofted up to Tajay Sharp. Big play, Jay can go into the end zone. He's just been making huge plays today. And that's pretty much the best one, a 62-yard touchdown there by him. and a perfect throw from Sitton to just throw him wide open into open space. So we're up 24-19. The Bengals have the ball again, but Andy Dalton had nowhere to go with it. Gets sacked there. David Onyemata making plays all day today, all season at the moment, then throws one up there, and that was pass interference by Ifo Ekpreolumu. So that of course gives them a first down. They're now 1st and 15 on the 46-yard line, and that's a run play, and Giovanni Bernard just squeezes through his blocks there, gets tackled just shy of a first down, a 2nd and 4. Andy Dalton looking to pass again, struggling to see anything, and gets sacked again there. This time it was Stuckey, the rookie, in on the sack, and now on 1st and 15 on the 19-yard line, completion there to Dorial Green-Beckham, tackled by Darren Stanley, but they're getting closer, 7-yard line, 2nd and 3, and he finds Tyler Croft at the back of the end zone. Not great coverage from Stanley, but they're going for 2 again. Didn't you learn your lesson? Don't go for 2, especially if you committed a false start and you have to go for 2 from the 7-yard line. So we have 42 seconds to get into field goal range. Tajay Sharp with a nice catch there. Not entirely sure why he went out of bounds. Probably had a touchdown there. 38 seconds left, 1st and 10. Lofts one up again to Chance Sugars. Chance Sugars isn't going out of bounds, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown. Just great throws there from Lance Sitton on the corners. Bengals struggling to cover him, and now 4th and 9. This is the game right here if it's incomplete, and that's exactly what happens. Ball drops to the ground, and we win the revenge game. We exercised our demons there. That was a much needed win, and it really came close. Took some heroics at the end of the game, some big plays by some key players. So Lance Sitton, by the time he's done, he's going to have his name in quite a few record books. 413 yards, 76 completion percentage, 4 touchdowns. Rushing, Nate Cowan, 19 attempts, 85 yards, 4.4 average. Big play, Tajay Sharp, 8 catches, 187 yards, 23.3 yards per reception, and a touchdown. And 124 of those 187 yards were run after the catch. Sugars back to bigger numbers today, 4 catches for 71 yards and a touchdown. Brennan Coleman and a bunch of other guys with some plays, and then DJ Foster, only the 1 catch for 49 yards and a touchdown. Things are back to normal as Stuckey Doo is back on top with 9 tackles, 6 tackles for a bunch of guys, and a bunch of defensive backs in there tied for 2nd in tackles. Trey Flowers leading the team in sacks today, which, you know, is about time if you want so much money, Trey. Sherrill's got 1, Vance has got 1, and then a bunch of guys had a bunch of halves. And then Gabriel Flacco, that rookie strong safety with that forced fumble, nice play from him. If nothing else, I really like him on special teams. 2 players have regressed. Now I again can't guess who those 2 players are. This is DJ Foster, a major injury, and Lance Sitton. Okay, so he did fumble twice, fair enough. That one makes sense. And that one, intermittent weeks he gets it for major injury. I don't know what's going on there. So all that is left this week is to scout college players. From now on, I'm just going to show every time someone worthwhile comes up. So as I said, I just had everybody on the trade block, and Lance Sitton, there's some offers come up for him, so I'm interested in what he's worth, because not only is he already good, he's been incredible this season. Obviously, we're not going to trade him away. They're just trying to ship players off onto me. Why on earth would I do that? Get out of town. So, big injury decision, which is never a big decision. We're going to keep Keith Marshall safe, not make it force him to play. Going to start Nate Cowan, but it'll be real nice to have Keith Marshall back next week. So before we play the Falcons now, there's 2 things I'm going to do. 1, look at the depth chart, and 2, try something with the sliders. So at right end, they have a 2nd-year player, not that good, a 72 overall, Kent Sinclair. Defensive tackles, Jordan Hill and David Parry. Nothing too scary with those 2. Cornerbacks behind Desmond Trufant aren't looking very impressive either. At free safety, they've got Von Bell, who obviously we shipped off, but the quarterback accuracy is at 1, but there is an option behind 1 and it's 0. I don't know how bad an idea that is, probably not a good idea to try it in the middle of the season, but we're going to set it to 0 and see if it makes a difference. Correct me if I'm wrong, I believe this is our first divisional road game, and this is the first play of the game, and Freeman there making a couple of guys miss and breaking some tackles on his way to picking up 5 yards, but then we've got him here on 3rd and 5. Matty Ice dropping back to pass. He's got all day to look around. Seriously, there is absolutely no pressure here. Still just stood around there waiting for something. Launches one, and then it get picked off by Derek Milner. Just threw it directly at Derek Milner. You'd like to think he maybe had a chance of getting into the end zone there. Just ran straight into that offensive lineman, but now we've got the ball 2nd and 10 on the 19. Sitton launches that one over the head of Coleman, so it's an incompletion, and 3rd and 10. He has to run out of the pocket there, a little bit of pressure, tries to get rid of it here. Almost could have been an interception there, but gets rid of it, and we have to settle for 3 points. Now the Falcons on 2nd and 4, puts one up there, and Julio Jones just couldn't make that catch. I think D. Milner right there at the end broke it up. Another pass there, this time a completion to Freeman, and for the first down on 3rd and 4. So 1st and 10, and now a 31-yard line, and now Freeman, there's nobody there. He's just got green real estate in front of him. I don't know what happened there. I guess just a really good play call from the Falcons there. That leaves us 4 points behind on a 2nd and 1 play action there, and there's a free runner straight onto Sitton. He had no chance. He fumbles the ball, trying to pick it up here. Can our guy get it? No, the Falcons get it on the 17-yard line. So already down 7-3. And now the Falcons on 2nd and inches here. We get them there in the run game, stop them. Our defense has to try and hold them to a field goal here. 3rd and 4. Matty Ice dropping back to pass. Finds Julio Jones for the completion. Jameson Nicholson lays him out on the floor, but on the 4-yard line, they've got a first down. So 3rd and goal here. Dropping back to pass again. Plenty of time to look around, and that was an incomplete pass. Maybe we had a shot at interception, not too sure about that one, but we did nothing with our next possession, so it's 3rd and 11, still down 10-3, and there Matt Ryan finds Freeman, but Stanley was there to clean that one up, so they turn the ball over towards 2nd and 11, sitting looking around, and he finds a wide open Malcolm Mitchell who can pick up a bunch of yards after the catch. A nice first down there going through the air. 2nd and 8, we go for the run with Cowan, and he's got a big hole to hit there, gets all the way down to the first down marker, and then on 1st and 10 again, manages to fight that tackler off with a stiff arm, picks up 5 yards, could have been a loss or a no gainer, but he turns it into something. And on 3rd and 1, a little throw out there to DJ Foster, and he turns it into a bit more than just a first down. So a 3rd and goal on the 7-yard line. We go with DJ Foster, and he gets into the end zone there. They were probably expecting the pass. We go run, and DJ Foster gets his first rushing touchdown of the season, I believe. So on 1st and 10, the Falcons went run, and Freeman makes the first guy miss. Derek Milner finally tackles him, but it's a nice pickup. And on 3rd and 2, they throw it. A completion. The first tackler misses. Second tackler, Darren Stanley, takes him out of bounds. But 1st and 10 on the 11-yard line. Completion, but then a fumble, and Darren Stanley catches it in midair and can return it. The only guy he's got to beat is Matt Ryan, and I think he'll do it. He's on the 50 to the 40. 30 yards left. Matt Ryan's not going to catch him. 20 on the 10. He dances into the end zone. What a fumble return by Darren Stanley. If it wasn't a fumble, it would have been an interception, so it's definitely a touchdown. And now Blake Moreland just driving through people. Falcons didn't do anything with their next possession, so we have the ball again on 3rd and 6. Looking for something, thinking about a run into the end zone, but it closes down pretty quickly, and it makes more sense to go out of bounds, pick up the first down, and we managed to get a field goal, nothing more unfortunately, but it puts us up 20-10, which of course is quite the difference. And now Goodwin, we know he's dangerous with the return, and he manages to beat that guy around the outside. Now a bunch of red shirts, but how far can he take it? He makes a couple more guys miss, takes it inside the 30-yard line to the 29, and on 1st and 10 we go for an outside run with Cowan. He's not got great speed, but he makes 2 guys miss there. Fights that guy off, puts him on the ground, and gets tackled at the 4-yard line. And we're going to try and give him his extra 4 yards here for the touchdown. And on a pitch, he's got it. There was nobody there to stop him. He just walks into the end zone, and that's it. Touchdown, 27-10 now. So Matt Ryan's got to find some points here. Throws it downfield and finds his receiver, who is tackled eventually, but that was a 3rd and 10, so a big first down there. And now on 4th and 3, they're looking for another first down. Throws it into traffic, and Jameson Nicholson knocks that one down. Came off his man. So we're in full running out the clock mode here. So we're just running again on 3rd and 7 with DJ Foster. He almost had a chance to get a first down, but we're just going to go for the field goal here, and it gives them 5 minutes and 20 seconds. 30-10 the score, and Matt Ryan just throws one up for Julio Jones into double coverage, and Ekprealuma is there to break it up. So on 2nd and 18 now on the 35-yard line, back to pass again, lofts that one up, and it's just broken up there by Derek Milner. So a good play, could have made a play on the ball maybe, but breaks up the pass, which is just as good. But then on 1st and 20 here, a big play, a couple of missed tackles. Derek Milner finally comes in the end, pushing him out of bounds, but a 3rd and goal here, 13-yard line. Matt Ryan had plenty of time, throws one there, it's a short completion, and it's not good enough. Stops him at the 5-yard line. They're obviously going to go for it on 4th and goal, although it doesn't really matter at this point. But he does complete that to Julio Jones. He manages to catch a touchdown between 2 defenders there, but that's pretty much irrelevant at this point. 2nd and 10, a look at him just running over people again to run out this clock. So we settle for a field goal here, 4th and 1, and it leaves them with 13 seconds on the clock. Now obviously they're not going to have a comeback here, but they're still going to throw this Hail Mary, launch it up for someone, and Darren Stanley comes down with it. Not a surprise there, he is 6'4" after all. The game was already won, but that officially puts it to rest there, 33-17. Make it 6 in a row. There is nothing that can stop this team, even when Lance Sitton only throws for 86 yards. So Lance Sitton really took a backseat today, really just because of how the game was working out. Still, he completed 75% of his passes, only 86 yards, no touchdowns, no nothing. Cowan, 27 carries for 95 yards, only 3.5 yards per carry, but a touchdown, his first career touchdown. DJ Foster also has a touchdown. Receiving, obviously nobody really got anything because nothing was really going out there. Defensively, again, so 1 week he wasn't the team leader in tackles, and since then he has so many tackles as well. Every game, 9 again, 5 tackles for a loss. D. Milliner was pretty busy today, Jameson Nicholson as well. Only 1 sack by Trey Flowers and 2 interceptions, one by Darren Stanley there at the end, which was, it's just so easy to get interceptions with Darren Stanley if he has a beat on the ball. He's 6'4", he's above everyone pretty much already, and then he's got good jumping to get up there. And Derek Milner, so our two safeties getting interceptions, and Milner's was just a nice pick as well. And of course, then there was Derek Milner's forced fumble, so he had 2 turnovers today, and of course his forced fumble was taken all the way back by Darren Stanley for the touchdown. It was just the day of the safeties today, and they did an excellent job. Also, the Falcons had like 6 false starts today, if not more. It was kind of crazy. 9 total penalties for them, totaling 80 yards. I don't know what was going on with them, but it was not good. So one player got injured, but it was our, I think, 5th string cornerback. Maybe he's a 4th string, an undrafted rookie free agent, Brendan Warford. It's a shame though, out 8 weeks. And Keith Marshall with his broken thumb is obviously back next week, so that's going to be a real break. Cowan's done a good job, he just doesn't have great yards per carry. Both of them together will be very interesting. So we never actually negotiated these contracts. I think I am actually going to renegotiate Thomas Morstead's now. Who else is up? Jarvis Harrison? No thank you. Oh, big money for a punter. You make about as much as our starting receiver. We've also got to scout some college players and it'll all be done. So Keith Marshall will be back in the team for the next game. Nat Newsom with confidence modification is an 80 overall now. Lance Sitton's an 82 overall, 77 there at right guard. Jameson Nixon with confidence is an 85 overall. And in week 5, Lance Sitton was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week again, unsurprisingly not in week 6. So Lance Sitton has won it twice. He's got to be making a beeline for at least Offensive Rookie of the Year, if not even better. But that does it for this episode. 6-0. You figure this unbeaten run has got to come to an end at some point, and the Seahawks may be a hot candidate to do that to us, but we do get to host them, and we're riding on both a good offense and a good defense, and Keith Marshall joins us again. Who knows how far we can take this?